we would all like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, it's the holidays, which means we're taking the day off, JJ. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. No, that's not what we're doing. We're doing the podcast because we got nothing else to do but work when it's Christmas and the holidays. So, JJ, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
And what do we got today?
Well, first topic is one you suggested, and it's our Christmas wish lists.
Don't put that on me. I just kind of said that as a joke. But yeah, it's a Christmas wish list. So stuff that you would wish for Christmas. The whole podcast is Christmas themed, and the halftime show is music themed. But
because we can't just talk about Christmas.
But Christmas is also about music, and music is about Christmas. Sometimes.
I was about to say no.
Sometimes. But it's Christmas, so let's talk about Christmas. So what? Okay, we're gonna talk about Christmas wishes that are ridiculous and go all the way with that, or are we gonna be like, okay, legitimate stuff that we wish for?
I mean, we could do a bit of both.
We could do both. Okay, so would you read out your Christmas wish list?
Well, so here's the thing, right?
He didn't write one.
I don't write Christmas wish lists.
He doesn't write Christmas wish lists.
I usually just wish for money.
Alright, wish for money. All kinds, or just a little bit?
As much as I can get.
Yeah, as much as people can bear, right?
Yeah, because, you know, money is the most useful thing someone can gift you.
Yeah.
Because, right, like, one of the things that I could probably use is, like, more RAM for my computer.
That's a thing.
But I'm not telling my parents to buy me RAM for Christmas.
So you're just getting
because
money?
they're gonna be buying the wrong RAM, man.
Alright, so you're just asking for money and then you're buying it yourself.
Exactly.
That's a good idea. That's also gonna boost our production value. Maybe. A little bit. Maybe allows us to play better games or something like that.
We'll see.
Alright, so you're just asking for money.
Yeah.
You know Christmas isn't about the money, right?
Oh, it's all about the money these days.
Nah. Is it about the money?
I mean, come on. Like, buying presents.
Yeah.
Then gifting the
presents. You can make them.
And then bring them back because you don't like them.
Exactly. But
and then you have to buy something else from that same store because they don't give you back cash.
You do that with money too? Oh no, I don't like that. I'll take it back because the notes is too crumply.
No.
About to say, right? This dollar bill isn't perfectly ironed. I'm taking this back. Just give me something else. Go to the store and give me something else. And you get like, I don't know.
If you go to the store with some money, they'll give you something else.
They'll give you. Do they? That's kind of what stores do these days, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is some stuff that you would wish for, but you know you're not gonna get it? Like more money, obviously, right?
Yeah, of course, more money.
Never hurts.
You know what would be pretty good?
1 million subs.
I was gonna say, if the person watching this right now would like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Oh man, gotta
put that in there.
Gross, disgusting. Yeah.
It's way more reasonable than saying 1 million subs.
Yeah. No, it's not 1 million subs, but that's not that unattainable. I believe it's not that unattainable.
Yeah, that's true.
Specifically considering that the person watching this is probably the coolest person around, so they gonna like it because they great.
I don't know, like, you know, there's like stereotypical stuff like, you know, perfect health, world peace.
World peace?
World peace would be pretty good.
World peace would be kind of good. Also kind of boring.
How would it?
Like perfect health just to you or everyone?
I mean, you would have to limit it because if you gave it to everyone, then overpopulation would be even more of a problem.
Yeah.
You know, that stuff, so.
Also like perfect health to evil people.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to classify people as strictly good or evil.
Like people who you need out of the picture because they're a consistent threat in some type of way.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm not naming names, but there's a certain person there that I'm thinking of right now that I might name to you after the podcast is over or something, because I don't want to get no enemies on the interwebs.
I think we have a vague idea who you might be talking about.
Do you? Can you give me a hint so that I will know but no one else will?
No.
Let me see if I can.
Because the person, if they be watching it, will know who I'm talking about.
Oh, then no.
If I were.
Then no. Then we're not talking about the same person. I was talking about the person who poses a consistent threat.
A former art teacher.
No.
Like, he is probably the most likely person to shoot up the school.
That guy?
Yeah.
Come on, man. No. Not him. Bigger threat. You know what? I'm thinking if I could get you a hint. You know it's supposed to be Christmas, right? Is there any inside joke? You know what? I'm pulling up a picture of that person while we keep talking. So JJ, keep talking while I pull up a picture.
So Christmas presents, huh?
Christmas presents, huh? Here's what I wish for, right? I wish for next year to be the most successful for our channel.
That should not be hard.
Is that legit though? Like wishing for something to happen next year.
Sure.
Alright.
I guess. I mean, it's really hard to not be more successful next year because we weren't really that successful this year.
Right, I'm just showing them the picture.
That's one that I was considering.
Exactly. People, if this video gets how many likes, I'll reveal it.
100.
10?
Okay.
10, listen, folks, 10 likes, I'll reveal who that person is, and then I'll get 50 dislikes. Or something like that, maybe. It's a joke. It's not a joke. Well, okay, Christmas wish list for real for me. Alright. I'll probably also just get money.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the best thing, right?
It is kind of good. Because basically, like, giving people stuff is for some reason considered better and more thoughtful, right?
It's always worse, though.
It's worse in every single category, too. Because it also is more work for the gift giver.
Yeah.
And potentially more work for the gift receiver.
Because you have to return it and get something else.
If it's the wrong stuff, right?
It's always the wrong stuff, though.
Like, okay, you really can't make that many mistakes by just sending a card or like food or something like that. Like cookies.
Oh, you can make a lot of mistakes with food.
You getting pineapple pizza?
How picky people are, man.
With Christmas food, like cookies, come on.
There are probably people who don't like cookies.
Is there anyone who's gonna deny a good old Christmas cookie on Christmas Day?
I mean, man, there's gluten in there.
So, yeah.
And it's probably not vegan either.
Those people don't. That's true. Never thought of it that way. Shouldn't eat cookies no more. They got sugar too. Gross. I'm gonna stick to my celery sticks on Christmas Day and all the time, because that's all I ate. For God's sakes, we're not that type of celebrity. We're not celebrities either. I was about to say we're not any type of celebrity. But here's a promise, right? If we're gonna be celebrities one day, we're gonna stay true to ourselves. We're not gonna be them LA stupid idiots, right?
No.
Them obsessed motherfuckers. No, we're not. We're gonna be. We gonna stay true to ourselves. All right. You got something else? Got a ridiculous wish?
There's not really too much ridiculous stuff.
I want to meet Santa Claus.
Okay, that is pretty ridiculous.
Is that ridiculous?
You know what? I'd like to meet God.
I'd also like to meet God. Maybe it's the same person.
I want to have a word with him.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's the same person. Ever thought of that? Because the whole, like...
The imaginary man in the sky with the magical powers and the long white
right,
beard.
but the thing is, like...
Wink, wink.
Look at all the crazy stuff that Santa is able to do. Yeah. Right? Like, he gotta have some special powers. Wouldn't it be... Isn't it convenient that God also has all them special powers? Like, what is the chances of two of them existing?
There's also the Easter Bunny.
No. Well, yeah, but that's like just a bunny. There's like a bunny that's been having...
also lays eggs.
Yeah, having too much of that green grape Gatorade and now is like over energized.
There was a movie about that at one point.
About what?
But I don't think it was a bunny though. There was like that hyperactive animal that took an energy drink and suddenly time stopped. That was like one of those Disney movies. I don't know.
Alright. Was it a cartoon?
Yeah.
I don't remember. We should watch it.
No.
What's your favorite Christmas movie, man?
Die Hard.
What's that?
You don't know Die Hard?
No.
Man. Like that just shows you how you don't know movies, dude.
It's not even true.
Bruce Willis, man.
No. No clue. What's it about?
Like, it's... So, Bruce Willis is playing a cop, I believe, and then he's like... Wait, the flight being kidnapped was the second one, I believe. I
don't care who's playing who. What's the movie about?
It's basically about one dude being stuck in a building and fighting against like all kinds of bad guys in like skyscraper, and he like single-handedly defeats them all and shit. You know.
How is that a Christmas movie?
It's set in Christmas, and I think it came out around Christmas. That makes it a Christmas movie.
That doesn't make it a
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Stop it.
You can't debate
No. Here, you ever heard of Clark Griswold?
Who?
Clark Griswold.
Who?
Come on, man. You really don't know Clark Griswold.
Who?
Clark Griswold?
No clue.
Dude, you need to watch that movie this Christmas, man. This man, all right, listen. It's basically like a comedic type of thing, and it's a real Christmas movie too, right? You know, it's called Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
So it's about this dude Clark Griswold, who isn't exactly the brightest person, but he's a family guy. Not a reference. He's a family man, and he's trying to present a good Christmas celebration for his family, and it's funny because all kinds of shenanigans happen around the house. That's
most Christmas movies.
They get like a really big Christmas tree from the forest, and it's like way taller than the house, and they bring it inside and it breaks all the windows.
I might have seen that.
Puts up all them light chains and basically disables power for the entire city by using up that much.
Yeah, I think I might have seen that one.
That's a good one.
I don't know names though.
We used to watch that in history class because you know the teacher, right? History from history. He was obsessed with that movie. He loved that. He's showing that.
I think you showed us that too.
Yeah, he showed that off. He showed that off every year, and always watch it like 3/4 in because then you know class is over. And it's like, come on, I never got to see the end of the movie. But then I watched it one time at Christmas when I was at home. And every time since. Christmas Vacation?
I'm not that big on comedy in general.
What?
Like comedy films, no.
What? That's the funniest ones. That's why it's called comedy.
Yeah, I know, but
come on.
There's usually no substance there, though.
But that doesn't matter. That's like that, if you're gonna watch a movie, like some type of casual movie, that's gotta be it. I'm not gonna watch the action movie. Like Die Hard sounds. I don't want to watch that.
That is definitely an action movie.
Yeah, that sounds like I don't want to watch that. You know, I wouldn't want to watch Terminator or anything. Just never seen it before. Don't know really what it's about, but I don't want to watch it.
What, Die Hard or Terminator?
Both. Really? I mean, how it looks.
Starts name dropping some of the most famous movies.
Yeah, listen.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, listen. Forrest Gump is great because it's fun.
I actually haven't seen that one.
It's funny. You haven't seen Forrest Gump?
No.
Dude, talk about me missing out on movies, man. Hasn't seen Forrest Gump. Talk about Die Hard. Hasn't seen Forrest Gump. Come on now. Forrest Gump is potentially the best movie of all time.
It's about that autistic dude, right?
Is he autistic? Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Goes to Vietnam. You know, got a bubble gum shrimp. Makes millions. Invests in Apple. Historical references all over the board. We need to watch Forrest Gump. This is gonna be whenever we do a bet. The next time we do a bet, you're gonna put it on the line that we're watching Forrest Gump if you lose.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, let's do a bet right now. What do you want to bet? I bet this podcast gets 7 likes or more.
I mean, that's an easy one because it never happens.
You picking the under or the over?
Under.
So we're betting?
Sure.
Also, if this podcast gets more than 7 likes, we watch some Forrest Gump together.
Sure.
What if not? Also, by when does that need to happen? End of January.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
January 31st. What needs to happen if that doesn't happen?
Oh God.
What do you do?
I don't know.
I could make the offer that I will drive when we go and watch the Super Bowl, which we are inevitably going to do together, because you're losing the NFL predictions.
That assumes that I'm losing them, but sure, that works, I guess.
Okay, so when we watch the Super Bowl, I drive. If I lose, I don't know how that matches up with the January though, because the Super Bowl is, I believe, in January, end of January. But you know what? I'm just gonna say January 20th too. Doesn't matter. People, no, we really need to like this. You really need to like this podcast now, because if you do, JJ is gonna watch Forrest Gump because he needs to. He needs some cultural stuff, man. You don't know Forrest Gump? It's disgusting. You're supposed to know movies,
dude. How many movies do you know?
Forrest Gump, Christmas Vacation. There's let me think. Let me think. There's The Purge, which I've seen parts of. I've seen all the original Star Wars and the prequels, somewhat, paying attention. You know, halfway with one eye while gaming. I've seen. Let me think. What other movies do I know? It's tough to come up with movies, but I've seen more movies.
See, that's the thing, right? You have seen like what? A dozen movies, maybe?
I've seen like the first hour of The Godfather.
Okay.
Just to be able to say that I watched it, which sounds cultural because that's one of the most popular movies of all time.
That is one of those, yeah.
Have you watched that?
No.
See that? See that? Look at you. Look at you not being cultured about movies. What else have I seen? I don't know. I know more movies, man. I do. As good as it gets. I've seen that. All in school. Like most of those I've seen in school. I don't really watch movies by myself that much. Do I ever? Oh yeah, Office Space.
What?
Office Space.
What?
You haven't seen Office Space?
No.
Come on, man. Next bet. Propose a bet. You watching Office. My God, I'm betting a lot. He needs to watch Office Space. Also,
betting, man.
Yeah. Also, know how Christmas is all about Bible, and the Bible is all about not gambling.
I don't know. I don't know if the Bible is actually about not gambling. I've never heard that before.
I'm pretty sure God forbids gambling. In some type of way. In some type of way, it's probably against God to gamble. Anyway, propose a bet. This man needs to watch Office Space. I need to start writing those down. Maybe listen to something. Got a bet? Propose something.
Dude, why do I have to come up with bets now just for you to force me to watch movies?
Because you supposed to be the dude talking about movies, knowing movies. You don't know the best movies out there.
How do you even judge what movies are the best ones if you've only seen like a dozen or so?
The best ones that I've seen?
That doesn't really tell me a lot.
But both Forrest Gump and Forrest Gump, you can't dismiss that. You need to have seen Forrest Gump.
Sure, I guess.
And Office Space is just funny. Like, it's really funny. I think I got that. I think I got that somewhere. We could watch that at some point. But here's a bet that I will propose. We are going to, as you might know, also predict the NFL postseason.
Yeah.
We could make that for that. So whomever wins the prediction of the postseason, if I win it, you need to watch Office Space.
Yeah.
And if you win it, what do I do?
You know what? While we're at it watching movies, let's just say you're watching Die Hard.
Watch Die Hard?
Yeah.
Alright, we need to write that down later. But okay, I'm watching Die Hard.
Or we can just rewatch this podcast because that's a good thing about recording our discussions because we can just listen back to it.
That's true, right? That's why we originally started the channel. Because JJ couldn't remember the grocery list, so we were just talking into a microphone. Those videos are all private. I'm joking.
It would have been great though if that was true.
Also, that way, it was totally necessary to upload them. You know, because it's only for yourself. Set it to private. You gotta upload them still. I gotta have them. I gotta have them available on the phone over the interwebs. You know. All right.
I should totally buy a tape recorder.
Like an old school one.
Yeah.
Wish for one, man. It's Christmas time.
That goes on the list.
How much do them things cost?
Tape recorder. You just made the list.
You just made the list. Am I putting it on the list?
No.
Just on the Christmas. You're putting it in your Christmas list.
Sure.
So you're getting one?
I mean, it's probably been late now.
I mean, you're gonna see how.
Like, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow, for fuck's sake.
That's true. You could see how much money you still have over after buying your Ram.
Yeah.
Which is not a car, by the way. The one that he's looking for. It would be cool if you had a Ram.
It's also not an animal.
It's also not an animal. It's also not an LA football franchise.
It's just random access memory, people.
Yeah, I know. Sounds weird, right?
I should probably mention that the first time I said RAM.
That's RAM. They know what that means when you talk about computers, right? But all right, if you bought that and then you still got money over, buy a tape recorder, like an old school one. Then what we do with that though?
I can just talk into it stuff that I don't want to forget.
Oh, that you want to do? So like the little one?
Yeah.
Like
what were you thinking?
Like a bigger one, the one that they use for interrogations at the police station that can run for hours.
What are we going to do with that? Interrogate people?
Yeah. Record our podcast.
That's probably going to be a hell of a process getting that on the computer.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's old school. That's like, we could be like the old school YouTubers. You know?
That does not sound like a good plan.
You got a Christmas tree?
don't think so.
We should bring a Christmas tree into the office, into the studio right here. Like right here, over in that corner right there.
No.
Why not?
Not enough space.
Not enough space? Not enough space. It's a huge studio. It's a huge building. There's like 10 floors in this place. Not enough space. Come on. We could just tear down one of those walls. Music reference.
Wait, you want to tear down the wall between my room and the bathroom? That's not a good idea.
It's not the bathroom. It's Christine's office. It's our secretary. You know that, right? Even she got a little twig hanging around at the wall. It's like a quarter the size of this place. And all we got in here is a microphone and 2 chairs and a computer and another screen. And there's just toothbrush. And a few pictures. And all of JJ's belongings. For some reason. Because he treats this like his own bedroom. It's crazy.
Because it is.
You see what I'm talking about, man? I pay half the rent for this place. Come on.
You are not paying anything.
Am I not paying anything? Did I not buy this mic that we're talking to right now? Did I not pay $25 for this mic?
Yes, you did. So did I.
Alright. Am I not paying rent for the studio?
You're not paying rent for the studio.
Prove it. Prove it.
How can I prove that something does not exist? You're claiming the extraordinary, man.
It's not true. It's totally not true. We share this mic. It makes logical sense for us to also share the studio. Are you paying rent for the studio?
No.
So then, who of us is paying more rent for the studio?
Well, neither.
So, who of us, like, how much percentages of the right of the decoration of the studio do we individually have? 50-50, right? You would think so.
Logically speaking.
JJ's like, no.
The person that can decide who gets to decide what happens to this room
Problem is
will be the person who owns it, which technically is my grandma.
But the thing is, though...
See?
The thing is, though...
logic does not hold up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it does. Because we make all the decisions in a democracy and we're 2 people, which that stalls sometimes.
That's not how... Not how democracy works. Just because there's 2 people in a room does not mean that those people get to make the decisions about that.
We in TrashcanTV, in the company, in the studio, in the enterprise, you know, the whole TrashcanTV franchise. We make the decisions on the top management level together.
Yes.
And we 2 people.
That's one way to put it.
And we 2 people. Is that correct? So, if we make a decision, we need to agree on that.
Yes.
Otherwise, there won't be no majority.
Exactly.
And the problem with this is we just never have discussed it on the management level. You just came in here one day, had all your stuff with you when we entered this studio for the first time, set up our stuff. You had that big ass rental car out there, you know, brought all your stuff from home, and just like it treats us like his house. It treats us like his house, and we never debated that. That never came up in the caucus, you know.
But now you can't change it without having majority, which would require 2 people.
I could just have it illegitimized because you never legitimized doing it because you didn't have no majority.
Isn't there a thing when you like live in a house long enough, you just own it at some point, or wasn't there something there like one like obscure law or something? It's somewhere.
But we don't live here. Is that correct?
Well, I do.
No, you don't. You just pretend to.
How can you pretend to live somewhere?
Because you're homeless everywhere else, bro. You just moved into the studio and expect me to come here just for work. You should start paying all the rent. You know what? From now on, I'm not paying a penny of rent for this place.
Wow, that changed a lot.
I'm serious. I'm not doing it. We were talking about Christmas. You know,
were we?
The whole thing about sharing and brotherly love and all that. kind of forgot about that in the last few minutes. So what?
Should just put on the card for the podcast. Should just put like Christmas wish list. This derailed quickly.
Yeah. If I remember to do it, I will do it. Got any more like on the wish list now? Okay, so tape recorder and money. Is that your actual wish list?
And computer RAM, which I'm gonna buy myself because
from the money.
Having someone buy computer parts or computers for you that doesn't know technology is never a great idea.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I do want to also get Sanita's Guide to Everything.
What's that?
That's a D&D book. And
on,
instantly
man.
doesn't care.
Stop it. What are you getting me for Christmas? In fact, what did you get me for Christmas? Because tomorrow the stores are closed.
Well, we'll discuss this off the air.
He didn't get me shit all. Is what he did. You know, you want me to tell you what I got you?
Sure.
I'm not going. But yes, actually I do, because I got something special, right? I prepared a halftime show quiz for you for Christmas. As my Christmas gift to you. I got a quiz for you.
Isn't that a bit early though?
No, because
It's not quite Christmas yet.
yeah, but this is the last podcast before Christmas.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And I'm not coming here on Monday morning. Because that's when I'm home. Because that's when actual Christmas happens.
Yes.
And I'm not coming. You gonna be here because you pretend to live here. But no.
How is living somewhere that's suddenly classified as pretending to live?
You are pretending to live here. You don't. Come on now. You work here. You don't live at work. Who lives at work? Who lives at work?
You live at school. It's even worse.
It's kind of true. But I don't go to that
You
school.
live on the school grounds.
But
That's a fact, people.
That is a fact, but I don't go to that school no more, so that's fine. Who lives at work? Anyway, I got a quiz for you. You want me
If
to...
you're not going there anymore makes it fine, then all those years you went there were not fine.
But you're still working at the TrashcanTV franchise, right? You are still an employee of this business. Here's a quiz for you. This is
I never
not...
signed no papers, man.
Yeah, you did. Remember the contract. We stop it. Listen, I got a quiz for you, right? It's about music, and I need you to not look at my screen, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
This is a quiz that's just consistent of all kinds of questions, all right? Some of them are yes or no questions, which is this true or false?
Yes.
Some of them, okay, the thing is, I just wrote down facts. And as we go along, I will form questions out of those.
Okay.
Some of them are open-ended questions, and some of them I might give you, like, solutions. Once you don't get it,
just start the thing. People will see how it works.
All right.
I will too.
True or false? No member of the Beatles could actually write or read music.
I'm just gonna say false, but that might be true.
It's true.
It's true.
Which is crazy. Also, Jimi Hendrix, allegedly Frank Sinatra, couldn't read or write music.
Yeah, I mean, why would you need to? If you're writing your own stuff, you don't need to understand how it's written down. You just need to know what to play.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. All right. Let me. Okay. Here's another one. This is also no. I'm gonna ask it as an opening question. You know the song Jingle Bells?
Yes.
What holiday is that about?
Christmas.
It's about Christmas, right? Now, what holiday was it originally intended about?
Well, by the way you're asking, probably not Christmas, and I'm still gonna say Christmas.
It's actually for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
The song One Horse Open Sleigh, which is what it's usually called, was written as a Thanksgiving tune to honor sleigh races happening in Massachusetts. The people liked it so much they altered the lyrics to create the popular Christmas song Jingle Bells.
Okay.
So yeah, One Horse Open Sleigh, Thanksgiving. Alright. During the 1989, I'm reading out facts right now.
Yeah.
1989 U.S. invasion of Panama.
Yes.
What music of what band did the U.S. military blast at General Noriega's compound for 2 days straight to make him surrender?
Wait,
Because they did that. Now, what type of band did they play?
If they use it to make him surrender, it was probably bad music, I would hope.
in 89, there wasn't as much bad music.
In 89. Who was around back in 89? I mean, the most effective thing would be to just play one not that great song back to back to back to back to back.
But you don't know his subjective musical taste. If it's like his favorite song, yeah.
Starts jamming along.
Yeah.
Dude, just give me some options, man.
All right, let me say Metallica, AC/DC, the Beatles, and let's say the Rolling Stones.
Just because, first of all, you pretended to think about it for so long, and second of all, because you like to point out my taste in the Stones, I'm gonna say the Stones.
No, they played the AC/DCs.
Okay.
Which makes sense because it's loud and
Yeah.
really hard. Like, this is probably not about the music being bad, but about just the noise.
Yeah.
Like, for 2 days straight, like really loud, you can't sleep, you can't concentrate on anything. You'll go insane.
You can wake me up with AC/DC. That works.
I did that.
I know.
I did that before. I played Back in Black, dude woke up.
First thing I said was Back in Black.
Right. Alright. Barry Manilow once sang a song that was called I Write the Songs.
Okay.
Who wrote that song?
Probably not himself.
That's all I wanted to know. I should have asked differently. Who did not write that song? Because Barry Manilow did not write the song I Write the Songs, which he sang.
Yeah.
Talk about hypocrisy.
I'm fairly certain Frank Sinatra didn't write My Way either.
That's true. That is true. Have you ever heard of the band Johnny and the Moondogs?
No.
It is the name of a pretty popular band, original name of a pretty popular band. Can you guess which one?
Johnny and the Moondogs.
Johnny and the Moondogs. That is dogs from the moon. And Johnny.
And Johnny. Let's see, who do I know that's named John or Johnny?
Right.
Well, I guess.
A bunch.
There is John Lennon for one.
John Lennon. There's John Bon Jovi. There's John Fogerty. There's some Johns. Johnny and the Moondogs.
Let's go with CCR.
It's the Beatles.
It's the Beatles? Man.
You would think that the CCR came up with something like Johnny and the Moondogs.
I don't know.
They're more like country, like southern country type of thing, you know, a bit more reserved and all that. I mean, this is totally the Beatles right there. Johnny and the Moondogs. This is what the Beatles came up when they were high on some LSD type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
This question is two questions, right? The most expensive instrument that was ever sold. What type of instrument was it, and how much did it go for?
Guitar, I would assume.
All right.
Because those are just generally relatively popular. Probably some famous person played, I would assume.
So?
What was it? So, like a few million? I don't know.
It was a violin. Actually,
okay.
Because, you know...
Oh, yeah. It was probably like ancient, right? Like,
it was some type of crazy good violin, and it went for 16 million.
Okay.
Specifically 15.9, but around 16 million.
Yeah.
Dollars.
There is some expensive violins, that's true.
Here's a funny coincidence. Is it true, though? The piano that Freddie Mercury played in the music video for Bohemian Rhapsody, remember that?
Yes.
Is the exact same piano that Paul McCartney plays in the music video to Hey Jude. Same piano, true or false?
On the one hand, it seems pretty crazy of a coincidence to be true. On the other hand, it seems a bit too out there for you to make it up, so I'm gonna say true.
It is true, actually. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
So that's one famous piano.
Yeah.
In case you don't know, that piano is probably on Jimmy Kimmel and all. Saturday Night Live, talking to pianos out there. All right, I'm kind of.
That's one piano man.
That is one piano man. Stop it. Who of those two people did sell more CDs in 2016? Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart or Beyonce?
It's one of those questions where it seems too straightforward to say Beyonce, right?
Yeah, but Mozart.
I'm still gonna say Beyonce, man.
It's Mozart.
Why would you ask the question if it wasn't?
Somewhere deep within, knowing that makes me happy.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not huge into classical either. But people apparently still are.
Okay.
And Mozart sold more CDs than Beyonce did, which is alright.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is weird, specifically because you wouldn't associate him with CDs at all.
Then again, a lot of the modern music is probably bought and distributed digitally.
Both of those factor in there. It's still that, you know, there is more CDs now of classical music.
Yeah.
Instead of just, you know, going to the opera or something. And a lot of modern music is just on the interweb. Even though you can still find classical stuff on the interweb.
Yeah, of course.
That's also possible. Alright. Let me think about how I'm going to answer this question. What is...
Think about how you ask it first, maybe.
Alright. 51.5%, that is more than the majority.
Yeah.
Of deaths for hip-hop musicians are what? Deaths for hip-hop musicians are what?
Shootings?
Okay, just shootings is very straightforward. It's homicide.
Oh, yeah.
But that's still... That fact blew my mind, because that's more than the half of them of all hip hop musicians, and it's like this.
Only
is,
the deaths, though.
yeah, this is
There are some that are still alive.
Yeah, but this is factoring in all natural causes too.
Yeah.
So there's more hip hop musicians dying of like they're actually being murdered than they die of natural causes. Imagine that for the general populace.
At least it works with the images they're trying to project.
That's true. I don't. That's another reason to not like hip hop. Come on, man. It's awful. All right. What musician once attempted to buy the Marvel comic franchise? You might have heard of it.
Yes, I have. There. Fun fact: there's multiple Marvel books, which our microphone is standing on right now.
So that they could play Spider-Man in their own produced movie. What musician tried to buy Marvel comics so they could play Spider-Man in their own produced movie?
That feels like something I should have heard, but I totally haven't.
You haven't?
So if we're talking about movies, so it's probably somewhat recent.
Huh?
Because especially comic book movies have become more relevant lately.
It's Mozart.
It's not Mozart.
Not Mozart.
He actually died before Marvel was even founded, I would assume.
But he sold more CDs in 2016 than Beyonce did. Like for that.
Personally.
Personally, probably did. He had his little stand where he was selling his little discs, you know? Like the video for Jada to watch Forrest Gump, man.
What singer wanted to play Spider-Man in their own produced movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Try to buy Marvel comics as such.
No clue, man.
Want to take a guess? Who would you expect to be crazy enough to do that type of stuff? Maybe you can't come up with the name right now, but there's one very obvious candidate for this shenanigans.
Is there?
Yeah. Totally. And you'll know when I tell you.
Was it Michael Jackson?
Yeah, it was Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Of course it was Michael Jackson, right?
That was pretty early. That might have been before the first Spider-Man movie then.
Because
he's been dead a while.
How old is the Spider-Man movies?
About to say the first Spider-Man movies, that's... Okay, yeah, the first Spider-Man movies are relatively old, I guess.
Didn't he die like around 2010 or something?
Yeah, I guess that's more around the Amazing Spider-Man time, not the original Spider-Man, so yeah.
He hasn't been dead for too long, like 5 to 7 years or something. I'm not sure. Last one. I'm going to name you 3 objects, all right, 3 things, and I'm going to need you to put them in order from the oldest to the newest. From when they were invented, right?
Okay.
Okay. Piano, United States of America, and guitar.
I'm gonna go piano, guitar, USA.
It's actually guitar, piano, USA. The earliest guitars were used in Spain in the
I guess they are less complex.
Around the 12th century.
Okay.
The piano is actually only a few decades older than the United States. Because it was constructed and invented at around the year 1700.
I mean, when you think about it, I guess I might have been a bit too fast on the answer because pianos are somewhat complex and the guitar is just like, oh yeah, take a hollow thing, put some strings on it, you know.
The simplest of those is definitely the United States of America.
Yeah, of course.
For some reason, they still were invented last. 1776 to be precise. Invented. Which we all know, obviously. But yeah, sure. That's the order. Guitar, piano, USA. And that's also the quiz. And that's also my Christmas gift to you. What do you think? As I'm shutting this computer down.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good. Maybe you could do...
There were some interesting things in there.
One later. Yeah, Michael Jackson.
There were some fun facts in there. Which brings us to...
The fact of the week.
Exactly.
I'm going first, by the way.
Okay.
Wait, am I going first or do you want to go
care.
first?
Go first.
Okay, I'm gonna need to look this up though, because I got it written down. Is it should it be a fact about Christmas though?
Not necessarily.
Because I don't have a fact about Christmas. All right. Oh yeah, I told this one to you off the air at one point. The last time this is not really Christmassy, right? The guillotine thing.
Doesn't matter.
The last time that a person was executed by guillotine in a Western country was the same year that the first episode of the Star Wars trilogy aired. Yes. Which puts things into perspective.
And just to complete the fact, tell us where that happened.
I'm pretty sure it was France.
Which is pretty fitting.
I don't want to spread lies though, but I'm pretty sure that I heard that it was France.
Because there's a strong association between guillotines and France.
Yeah, it might have been somewhere else. It was definitely the years definitely match up. What is your fact?
My fact is that Christmas was originally a pagan holiday.
That is true.
It was not always a Christian one. They just appropriated it.
That's
Which is generally well known these days, but I just wanted to point it out.
It's kind of what they do too.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, if you want to get more in depth about what Christianity stole, like the whole like origin of the earth
Not
is
really.
inspired by older myths as well. I think it's Babylonian myths that it's mostly inspired by.
I mean, the Christian religion definitely has taken a lot of influence from other stuff. But let's not criticize that too much. We got Christmas, remember?
I didn't criticize it, just pointed it out.
Yeah, it's cool. Cool. All right. So, second topic.
Yeah. So,
You prepped, JJ. It's about Christmas.
Yeah, I looked up some weird Christmas traditions from around the world.
Around the world.
Because, you know, different countries, different traditions.
You heard that bump there about 5 seconds ago? That happens when JJ kicked the microphone stand.
Not exactly true, but I know what you mean. So, weird Christmas traditions. And the first one, not so weird, but I just wanted to point it out.
All right. Are you making this a quiz or just talking about it?
No, we're just talking about it.
That's cool.
And that is that a lot of people on Christmas go to church. And generally speaking, that's not too weird.
Yeah.
But a lot of people only go to church on Christmas and maybe Easter. It's like, if you're not religious enough to go to church on a semi-regular basis,
right?
Why are you pretending to be so religious all of a sudden just because it's a holiday?
I know a bunch of people who do that. I got grandparents who do that. There's folks everywhere who do that.
Isn't that so hypocritical, though?
It kind of is, but then again, it's a tradition, right? That's like, I mean, it's, of course, it's hypocritical if they're going to be like, oh yeah, we're so religious and all that.
Yeah.
When they never give a crap about going to church or whatever. But on the other hand, it's like, it's basically can be equated to eating something fancy or at a fancy restaurant, right? You do it for a special occasion. That is kind of traditionally linked to that.
Yeah, I guess, but it's always struck me as weird.
Like, for example, why if you light fireworks at New Year's and the 4th of July, why do you not light fireworks every day of the year, right?
Well, first of all, there are laws that generally limit that.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I see the point, but
I know, I still
practicing religion only on certain days.
Yeah, it's like, nah, it's kind of stupid. What is the next one?
So, the next ones are actually gonna be a bit more weird.
A bit more weird?
And, you know what? Let's actually formulate this one as a question.
Alright.
In Japan, most people are not Christian, but they still like to celebrate Christmas.
Right.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think they like to eat on Christmas?
Where?
Yes.
Where? So probably not at home or anything. Do they go to a specific place?
Yes, they go to a specific restaurant chain.
McDonald's.
It's actually KFC.
Why is it KFC?
Because they have chicken. Because the Christmas turkey thing. Yeah. So apparently KFC had a relatively successful, some relatively successful commercials. I think it was in the 70s. It said.
In Japan?
In Japan, where they advertised, their chicken because you kind of tie that to Christmas.
Fried chicken?
I guess
a buck. Since when do I tie a $20 fill up to Christmas Eve?
I guess mostly turkeys, man. But somehow they apparently got the people to go to KFC on Christmas. And it's kind of become a tradition for a lot of Japanese people since.
Let me know in the comment section, Nashville hot or Georgia gold. Continue. I'm making this into a chicken debate.
So, another one from a very different part of the world.
America.
I was going to go Norway.
Alright, Norway. It's basically the same thing.
In Norway...
Except free education.
In Norway, they believe... I mean, I'm not going to say that necessarily everyone believes it, and I got those from internet articles, so,
We've never been to Norway. I haven't.
In Norway, apparently they believe that on Christmas, there are also, in addition to Santa Claus bringing presents, there are also evil spirits coming out.
Yeah, I've heard that. And
to combat that, or to limit the mess that they could create...
They got the garlic?
They hide their brooms.
I've heard that before. Why do they hide their brooms again?
I mean,
I've heard that before.
only association I can think of is the whole thing about witches riding brooms, but I don't know.
I have totally heard that before.
It struck me as pretty random.
As a Scandinavian thing, they hide their brooms.
Yeah.
So do they hide it like all night, like on the night, or like the entire holiday? How long do they hide them?
I think it just said that like overnight they hide them.
So 24th to 25th.
I don't know when.
So once they unpack their gifts,
I didn't do too much in-depth research about those. I just looked at some weird facts.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Hide their brooms. All right, people hide your brooms. Hashtag stand with Norway. Make it a thing.
Here's one that kind of makes sense, but I don't see how it's linked to Christmas.
Okay.
And that is in Estonia, apparently.
Estonia.
It's traditional.
That's in the Baltic region.
To go to the sauna.
Yeah.
With your family on Christmas.
Just on Christmas?
I mean, I assume they probably don't exclusively go there on Christmas, but apparently that's for some reason tied to Christmas.
Here's the thing. It's cold out there.
Yeah.
Up there. So it generally makes sense to do so.
That's what I was thinking. It makes sense to go there in the winter, but
maybe it's like
specifically Christmas.
Maybe it's like a special treat to people.
Yeah.
So they do it on Christmas. You know? Type of thing. I don't know. Maybe. Like you get a special cake on your birthday or something.
Yeah.
Possible. It's not as weird to go to the sauna
as it is to go to KFC?
As it is to go to KFC because of a Christmas tradition.
Yeah.
I would rather go to KFC on Christmas Eve.
Exactly.
But I can...
Are we gonna go to KFC on Christmas Eve?
Are we though?
Tomorrow KFC?
KFC tomorrow? How are we doing that?
No, we're not.
I don't think we're doing it. I need to take a day off of work tomorrow. Also, I'm also taking off the 25th.
So... let's stay in the... well, not really in the... but let's say in Europe.
Stay in Europe.
And in Austria...
alright.
They believe in the Christmas monster Krampus. And that's...
Christmas monster Krampus.
Awareness about said creature has become a bit more... that the movie came out... since the movie came out with the same name. That was, I believe, last year Christmas.
Right. So what does this monster do?
I don't know, but apparently it's an evil Christmas monster.
So it's just big monstrous?
Yeah.
In Christmas Eve.
Like, literally, almost every article that talked about weird Christmas traditions had a picture of someone dressing up as Krampus as their header picture.
So do they still believe in Santa Claus?
I mean, I assume that they believe in Krampus as in Santa is probably the same as in most parts of the world where it's just like, you know, the kids believe it,
yeah,
and adults tell the stories but don't actually believe it.
Right.
As opposed to God, which some people for some reason believe into. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
same thing.
I've never gotten no present from God.
I don't think I've got presents from Santa either.
Under my Christmas
I've got presents that were that were said to be from Santa.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm pretty sure those came from my parents.
Yeah, because Santa was maybe like, here, give this kid some gifts. Tell him it's from me. God never did that for me yet. We're just kidding. We're having a go. What else? Don't hate me.
In Catalonia.
That's in Spain.
They're
for some reason.
Don't make a statement.
We're starting that debate. No, we're not. It's in Spain. Stop it.
They are apparently really obsessed with poop.
With poop.
Yeah. So
as in the excrement of living beings.
So one of the things that they do is they put up statues of a pooping dude.
Like a pooping Santa Claus?
Yeah, something like that. I don't think it's necessarily supposed to be Santa,
how big are them statues?
I think they're
like life size,
but there was one in one of the pictures that looked like it was beyond life sized.
Wow.
Like a giant pooping dude.
Why do they do that?
No clue.
You should have researched some of the backstories behind this stuff.
Yeah, some of the backstories, man.
And they do it for Christmas. Specifically for Christmas.
Yes.
That makes no sense. That's actually disgusting.
Also, they have a thing that is also called a poop log.
A poop log.
Which is a hollow log with a face on it that they fill with candy, and then they beat it, and then the kids beat it with sticks to get the candy out like a piñata.
But it's not made of poop.
No, it's made
There's
of poop.
no poop involved.
No, I guess it poops out the candy.
Catalonians, come on, man. Why would you do that? What's the thing with poop? Makes no sense for Christmas. It would make sense. It would make more sense for Thanksgiving.
I don't know if they even celebrate Thanksgiving.
Catalonia.
Thanksgiving is one of those that around the world is very different. First of all,
Yeah.
different dates.
I don't know about
Traditions. Some countries don't even have it.
Canada. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, Thanksgiving. I don't know, but come on, poop logs.
Most of the ones I picked out as being weird actually were from Europe.
I can see that. It's close. It's closer to the birthplace of Christ.
No, it really isn't.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Europe is closer to freaking what, Nazareth, or like the Middle East, like Israel territory.
Yeah, but there is a lot of stuff around there that was not on the list.
Yeah, but it's closer than America.
Yeah, of course.
Or like Japan, which Japan KFC. Come on.
I mean, hey, they did something, right?
Yeah. I mean, they got KFC.
I mean, the Coca-Cola commercials also seem to work very well.
The Japanese tradition is still my favorite, one of the ones you mentioned.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. What else you got?
Here's one that isn't directly linked to Christmas, but appeared on, I think, most or all of the lists as well. And that is in Germany, kids put boots or shoes in front of their doors, and then on the 5th of December, and then if they behaved, they would get candy in them the next morning.
But alright, but that's like the thing. That's like a Christmas tradition that happens in other places where it's like you get some good, or if you're bad, you get cold.
Yeah.
In there, but why? Can they not wait?
I don't know.
It's like why does one do that like 3 weeks in advance? And then they do the full Christmas thing too.
Yeah. And also,
it's pretty good.
One thing that's not necessarily too weird, but depending on what country you're in, Christmas is either celebrated on the 24th, 25th, or 26th.
I mean, the actual Christmas
is on 25th and 26th.
It's the 25th and 26th.
And 24th is Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah.
But in certain countries it's celebrated on different days. I think there's one or two that actually specifically celebrated on 26th, which...
I know that in Europe they unpack their gifts at the evening of the 24th, when in the States and America they do it on morning of the 25th.
But I don't think it's all over Europe. There's also in parts it's different again, and I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. 26th? I've never heard of that.
I think
maybe that's like Asia and Japan and all that, because they are so hungover from all that chicken from the 24th that they need a day to rest.
I think I've heard that somewhere they celebrate on 26th, but that might be wrong.
Maybe they just delayed or something. I don't know.
That was all of the weird Christmas traditions that I could.
You want to hear a fun fact? Impromptu Christmas, the tradition from just the history of my family.
Sure.
My father told me one point that he, when being still a kid, would never get Christmas presents from his grandmother, whereas his two brothers got them. For the reason being that his birthday is on December 30th.
Okay.
And his grandmother, which is my great-grandmother, was thinking she could save a penny by just giving him one gift.
That just sucks.
That sucks, especially if your brothers are getting their gifts a week early. So my grandmother always had to buy him 2 gifts. One for Christmas and one for his birthday, because his grandmother refused to get him one week in back-to-back weeks.
Okay.
That's nasty. Who does that? I mean, I know times were tough and all that in the 60s, but come on. You're not getting your grandkids Christmas presents? Why would you do that? That's this guy. All right, I never met her, by the way. Yeah. But anyway, that was just a fun fact and a weird tradition. Song of the week?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going first because I'm pretty sure we picked the same song.
I'm pretty sure we didn't.
Maybe we did not.
I think I know which song you picked.
The thing is, I got 2 songs in my mind right now. I didn't pick one specifically yet. And depending on which one you pick, I could pick the other one.
Trust me, I'm not picking either one of them.
You're not?
No.
All right. What's the song? Are we gonna say it at the same time?
That would not make a lot of sense because
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go. Merry Christmas, Everybody by Slade.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That's not the one. Okay, that's one of those two. Yeah.
I was thinking of using that too, but I decided to not use a Christmas song, which is why I was very certain that we didn't.
You monster!
that we didn't pick the same one.
You Krampus, the Christmas monster.
And I actually picked something that ties into something else we did.
Something Christmassy? Like the number of the beast? Highway to Hell?
You could interpret those as Christmassy, but just by the fact that they mention religious themes, as does Christmas.
Some Antichrist type of stuff?
No.
What do you got?
It's My Silver Lining by First Aid Kit, and it ties into our playthrough of Tales from the Borderlands, because we just finished that.
That is true.
On Monday.
Last Monday.
And that's the end credit song of the last episode.
Alright. It's a mediocre song for a mediocre game. Works. Merry Christmas, everybody.
It's a decent song for a great game.
Decent is decent better? No, wait, decent is better than mediocre, right?
I think so.
We never established that, but the category. Okay, let's make this up right now. We going unbearable, mediocre, decent, good, great, and transcendent.
Okay.
Is that what we do?
No. We're just gonna use different wordage every single time.
No, that's how we do that.
We're just gonna confuse each other. That's what we're gonna do.
It's a mediocre. Okay, I'm gonna give you. It's a mediocre song for a mediocre to decent game. First 2 episodes were absolutely unacceptable. Last 2 episodes were good. Maybe 4 and 5 were good. Yeah, they were pretty good. So all considered mediocre to good. Or passable. I'm getting my own categories confused, goddammit.
And that's why we're not doing set categories.
We need to just write them down and put them on a wall over there in really big letters.
No, we're not gonna.
Merry Christmas, everybody by Slade. Great song. Been waiting to do that all year.
Also, great message.
Great message?
Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a good time.
That was the theme for the song. Oh, you was talking about the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good time. Get you some of them presents. And when you got extra money, slide it our way. We could use it. That's not very Christmassy.
Also, there is no way for you to do that.
Is it not?
Not directly. I mean, you can watch some ads, but that doesn't really get your money away. That just potentially, anyways.
That's kind of true. You can invest in TrashcanTV stock.
There is no such thing.
There should be. It's a company.
No, there really shouldn't, because then people will buy up our stocks and we will lose creative control.
We will always keep at least 51% of the stock. But then each of us keeps 26.
But then we run into the problem that we have to both be of the same. We have the same.
Yeah, but we can still outvote everybody else, which is hard. Which is easier to do.
Only from one page, man.
For what?
In general.
Yeah. So doesn't matter. We can do it. Listen. This is not about corporate bullcrap, right? We're not being Mr. Scrooge out here. Have a nice Christmas and have a nice year. Now, the whole thing with the uploading thing, right? We try to do this as best as possible over the holidays, but we kind of not working every day on this type of stuff. So if there's a video missing or late or something's out of line, that shall be forgiven to us. We're not getting paid enough to get in here the week between Christmas and New Year's. So we're taking that time off. If we got something, we'll upload it. We're gonna continue the podcast.
Yes,
that's like a cornerstone of the channel. There's also gonna be a Monday video.
From our point of view, from the viewer's point of view, no.
That's also gonna, for us it is. It's important because that's how we count the weeks we've been on YouTube.
Exactly.
There's gonna be a Monday's video. There's gonna be the other NFL predictions because we need to do them, and we're gonna try to put in as much as possible. We're still gonna play Hearthstone.
Yeah.
In between, because that's not a lot of work to do. The playing, at least, that's done quickly, so I can
should be everything.
Yeah, I can go home and edit it. There should about be everything.
Named almost everything.
I'm just saying, if there's something missing, out of line, too late, forgive us. It's Christmas season, all right? We're gonna be back. Okay, next week is gonna be the end of year podcast.
Yes.
And after that, we're probably gonna do New Year podcast.
Yes.
So the next few podcasts are themed, but remember to check back, like the video, so JJ needs to watch Forrest Gump. That's important to me. That is important to me. Do that. So you need to watch Forrest Gump. Thank you for watching. Like and sub to not miss the rest of the stuff we do, JJ.
That's it.
That's it.